crapping myself as usual. That's pretty typical of me. Anyways, this is going to start out really sad, so I'm just preparing you for that. But it does have a happy ending, and not that kind of happy ending, Dawn. No, I charge extra for that. Yeah. Okay, so when I was 3 years old, I caught a terrible virus, and it pretty much wiped out a huge chunk of my hearing. So I'm pretty deaf, and a lot of people don't understand that. For most of my childhood, well, probably all my childhood, all my adult, my whole life, I've been accused of being rude, of being stuck up, and of being dumb, because I just can't hear what everybody's saying. So, yeah, so that's sad, right? So, but before you get out your tiny violins, I do have to say that this disability, it gave me superpowers. Maybe not superpowers, I'm kind of exaggerating that a bit, but it did turn me into a real live action silent film. If you guys know me, you know it's true. I'm just like this over-exaggerated person that kind of does all these weird facial expressions and these body movements. They're superpowers, huh? And I'm always wearing black, and I wear way too much makeup, so that's another idea behind silent film. But what you also might know is that I'm very soft-spoken. And it's amazing how somebody so quiet can be so loud and creepy. I'm very creepy. And the reason why I'm so creepy is because from a very young age, I just sort of learned to fake my way through any situation. Like, all I do when I can't hear somebody is I just sort of stand there, smile, and nod. So you guys probably all done this. Like, for example, Kimmie, I hate to inform you of this, but you have terminal cancer. And this will be me. Yeah, it's every time. I just nod my head to everything anybody ever says. And so when a hearing impairment comes, misheard lyrics. Right? So yeah. When you're creepy and weird like me, your misheard lyrics become legendary. And they actually started when I was about 3 or 4 years old when I lost my hearing. I remember singing Crystal Gale's song, "Donuts Make My Brown Eyes Blue." Do you guys remember that? And from that moment on, my parents thought it was so adorable, so I just took it and I ran with it the rest of my life. You better believe it. So usually that's why my songs are about food. Are really perverted things. Always. I'm such a pervert. And speaking of donuts, which naturally makes me think of breakfast, which makes me think of Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know if it was like a trendy thing back in the 70s or 80s, but it seemed like every single cartoon or TV show had some episode, they always did in every single series, where somebody would inadvertently fall into a pit of quicksand. Every single show. And what situation do we have in our lives that is so common that we would fall into quicksand? Has anybody here ever fallen into quicksand? Because it's never happened to me. I've never seen it, but you know, Gilligan would always fall in and be like this slow thing, and all that would be left would be his hat. And that was it. I mean, just out of nowhere. And then Ginger or Mrs. Howell would grab a tree branch. So to this day, anytime I see a patch of dirt, I am always a little cautious and looking for a tree branch. It's so true. Okay, and though speaking of TV shows, I can't help but remember the time before DVRs. We would actually have to sit down and watch TV commercials, right? So I think that these TV commercials, these jingles and these slogans get completely stuck in your head. Like they just won't go away, right? So my fear is when I have dementia or Alzheimer's and I see a penis Christmas, what was that? No, my fear is I'm gonna be in a nursing home and I'm gonna be in the corner of the dining room and in my wheelchair, of course, because I've like done all this too much and thrown my hips out. No, I guess to be, but okay, so old people get in a lot. I don't know, not that I know personally, but don't tell my husband this. Anyway, so I'm gonna be in one of these nursing homes, and these jingles are gonna be stuck in my head because they're embedded in my soul. They just won't get out. So I know that nothing's gonna be left in my brain but these slogans. Right? So there I am in the diner room and I turn around and I'm gonna start yelling at a fucking wall. Larry Parker got me 2.1 million! Yeah. Or I'm gonna be like, I don't know, say I'm getting a sponge bath. That sounds fun. Okay, so I guess I don't know why that's a sponge bath. Okay, so somebody's going to be giving me a sponge bath, and it's going to be happy time, right? So I'm going to be singing a song, of course. So what am I going to sing? I know this is what I'm going to sing. I'm going to be like, if you need a car, truck, pussy cow, pussy cow, pussy cow, pussy cow. You guys all have heard those words, right? It's pussy cow. But I know it's pussy cow. It's totally pussy cow though. And so now we have these other commercials, and the only ones that I'm kind of oddly entertained by are the pharmaceutical ones. They're so amazing. Do you notice that every single pharmaceutical commercial, okay, so if it's for elderly men, they're always fishing. Elderly women are always pruning in their backyard, gardening. And for everybody else, they're like these affluent douchebags, and they're on their yacht, and the wind's blowing, or they're like on their bicycles along the countryside, and they're always doing some trivial task in slow motion, like reaching for a cup, and they're doing this half smile thing, they're like I don't know, it's just an honest thing to me, like why do they focus and slow down on these like little things? It's just weird. And so then also I just don't understand pharmaceutical names. Every single one of them sound like Pixar villains. Right? There's Zyrtec, Prozac, Chantix. Like we've already got feelings for feelings. Let's get the artificial feelings with these Pixar villains. And I don't know how up I would be to be doing slow-mo tennis on a yacht with Biff and Buffy if I knew all of these side effects that they have with this medication. Like, I wouldn't want to do it if I had anal leakage. It wouldn't make me smile. It wouldn't make me slow smile. It wouldn't make me even half smile. So, no. But what does make me smile are you guys. So thank you very much.